Part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Find more great shows at greenlitpodcasts.com.
Alex, good news.
Go.
I finally have masks and now hand sanitizer.
Okay. No, wait. When you say masks, you don't mean like Michael Myers masks.
No,
Okay.
just normal face coverings.
Well, okay.
Anyway, that means I'm cured now.
Oh, congratulations.
Yep,
Wow.
pretty good, right?
Does no one else know this cure?
I know people do. It's just, they're fighting in the streets for them. So
That's David Bowie and Mick Jagger. I get it. No, wait a minute.
.mp3.
Yeah, Ruri's mom made us some cloth masks, and I like mine. I wear it every day.
Well, that's nifty.
Usually over the mouth.
Is there anything goofy on it?
No, it's just navy blue.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe there'd be like a cute bear or something.
That would be great. I wish, but no.
Aren't you called the bear?
That's true. Ruri's nickname for me is Kuma.
Yeah. That means bear.
Thank you.
Right.
Translator's note, bear means bear.
TL.
TLDR, this show sucks.
Hi, folks. Welcome to No More Whoppers. It's time once again. My name is Ray Barnhold, Coco for Cuckoo Puffs. And with me, as always, proprietor of the Final Fantasy VII fan page, the Shinra Boardroom, at www.geocities.com/Tokyo/8533, Alex Fraioli.
Thank you. Sign my guest book, join my web ring. Actually, my GeoCities page was on Times Square, and I think it was 3315. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know. Times Square was for games, right? But no, I think because FF7 was cool Japanese stuff that you would put it in Tokyo. Because it was all about Far Eastern media.
At that time, my Japan fetish wasn't in full bloom. I was like 14 or 15.
Let's say 14.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, this was in like 97. I had my GeoCities page was called Sephiroth's Domain. So let's get that out of the way.
Okay. Boy, mine was not as funny.
It was a Sephiroth shrine.
What?
Because I also had a shrine to Eris on Angel Fire. I guess, I don't know, puzzle that one out.
Explain the why of that.
I don't know. Then I found out that Andrew Vestal's personal homepage on SquareNet was also called Sephiroth's Domain. This is in 97. So like I sent him a big long email like, wow, hey sir, I really appreciate what you do, and I thought about it, and I started my homepage after yours, so I'll change my name. And I think his one line reply was just it's fine. It doesn't. And now we play FF14 together. How do you like that?
Yeah, and you still send him those emails.
I do. Well, no, now I just I don't do this anymore, but I used to just drunk DM him on Twitter, and I would basically yell at him and send him YouTube videos, and he's like, yeah, really cool.
Yell at him?
Capital letters indicate shouts.
Like in a mean way?
Oh, no, just
like,
goofing.
Stop that shit, you jerk.
No, we're goofing, Ray.
Okay, so not like you talk to me. I see.
No, yes. Thank you.
Way to go, kid.
Well, yeah. Here we are, another episode.
Welcome. Well, I have a good way to kick this off, Raymond. Are you ready for Alex's Dream Corner?
Oh boy, never.
This needs a theme song. I want to make a theme song for Alex's Dream Corner, or come up with a real name. But yeah, if you're just joining us, this is where I have fucked up dreams, and then the second that I wake up, I reach for my phone and I record them into my phone so that we can enjoy them together.
Right.
Because I forget them very quickly. Raymond, are you ready?
It's healthy, I think.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Whatever,
Okay.
Go.
All right, here we go.
April 15th, 2020. Dreamt I was at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and a guy stood up and shouted, "Why can't we just drink? It's not illegal."
All right, there we go.
I swear to God, you.
Thank you for coming on that journey with me.
I could I could see the scene in home movies playing in my head. Just Coach McGurk doing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Groggy me just waking up has kind of a McGurky quality to it.
Yeah, you kind of sound like
Everything tastes like pee to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not that, but not just that now, but you could if you try to.
H. John Fraioli, that's me.
Everything tastes like pee to me. Oh, brother.
Well, thank you for that. Raymond,
of course.
how's your isolation going?
Well, I don't think I have a whole lot to talk about, when you only go out once a week for groceries. But then again, that's always been me on this show.
I guess that's true. Are you following the 3 rules of quarantine?
Which are?
Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time.
God, I wish. Oh, God. I've not had a real honest-to-God pizza in months, I think.
No? Did Pizza My Heart shut down?
No.
Oh, good.
I think they're still open.
All right, I'm on my way.
I have had microwave French bread pizzas.
Oh.
And, strombolis and
Get Frenched.
calzones, but not an actual, real, professionally made pizza in a while.
Yeah, same. I mean, good, honest to goodness, authentic pizza is, it's not impossible to find in Japan. It's just you're going to pay for it a lot.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's almost the same thing here, really, if you want something good.
Yeah, but but America has, I would say, more like a small pizza chains, mom and pop pizza chains. Does that make sense? That, you can get a medium to high quality pizza pie for not too much.
Yeah, yes and no.
I don't know. Maybe that's my East Coast experience because
right, yeah.
When I was very young, growing up in New York, when my parents lived in New Jersey, and even Pittsburgh to an extent, there were a lot of small pizza shops that made really, really good pie for not a lot of dough.
Yeah.
Hire me for advertising purposes.
Ding.
All right,
it's better because of the water.
It's water makes it different.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, there are some small places around here, but not a lot, I think.
Why not?
I don't know. I think there's just different pockets of restaurants that thrive in different areas.
Flavor pockets, they're called.
Like around here, it's probably like sushi.
Oh, nice.
It's more prominent. Sushi and ramen and so forth.
Oh, I could go for a nice sushi.
What does that mean? Is that still the food? What's a sushi?
Yes. Yeah, I like the fish.
Let me show you my sushi.
I like a nice salmon.
I'm falling out of favor with salmon, I gotta tell you.
What the fuck? Get out of here.
More of a tuna guy.
No, well, tuna's also great. I mean, you can like more than one fish.
No.
It's in the Bible.
I was gonna say Pisces, but that's not a chapter of the Bible, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Remember, Pisces, book 2, chapter 4, verse 3. You pick a fish, asshole. End quote. I don't know how to quote the Bible.
It's the New Translation.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. So I've just been.
Translators know Christ means plan.
Oh, like the famous shoot 'em up developer from the 90s, Toa Christ.
Yes. Thank you.
That's one for my fans out there. just letting them know. I'm thinking of them. Well, yeah, I've just been playing games and doing bits of schoolwork here and there.
Fine. What are you learning?
Nothing.
What are you learning in school there, slugger?
I just finished my last assignment for that very easy history class.
Oh, it's called Very Easy History?
It might as well be.
Oh, wow.
It was all online, and the teacher basically erased 2 assignments. He posted an announcement saying, oh yeah, I know I haven't updated or talked to you guys much since the coronavirus stuff, so you know what, let's just forget those second to last assignments and just focus on the very last one. It's like, okay, great. So I did that, and now I'm technically done with that class.
Wow. Now you're a historian.
Yeah. No.
Pretty good. Oh.
It was just remarkably easy. I think the guy just sort of had a very turnkey operation going. I don't know if I talked about this before, but
You didn't.
yeah. That's how it should be done.
Hang on. Is the sound of me scratching my neck coming through in the mic?
Not in my cans.
Oh, man, you're missing out.
We won't know for sure until the recording.
Damn it. Well, all right, I'm going to do my part to up the volume on that.
Okay, great. We love it. Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm sure we'll get great reviews for that.
We will.
I've never looked at our iTunes reviews in maybe years.
Neither have I. I looked at them originally when it was just our friends, like, hey, it's a fun show for pals. I have not looked at it since.
Yeah.
I noticed, like a couple years ago, somebody made a No More Whoppers Reddit.
Wait, really?
Subreddit, and I'm pretty sure the only post is just like, when does this show get funny?
Oh, man.
Yeah, so you don't need to look at that.
Well, if it's just one dumb post, it doesn't matter. But
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It seems like whoever started it would have started it to make a post, but I think the only post is just, this is dumb.
I don't think it exists anymore.
Oh, good. Okay.
I think I would have noticed by now.
Good. It doesn't need to exist. We don't need a subreddit.
No, absolutely not.
Yes, so
There's
please.
literally nothing to talk about.
Yes, but right. Just listen to the show. Talk about it with your friends in the real world when you get together. Oh wait, you can't right now.
I would say we could have a Discord, but we don't even need that.
I was thinking about that earlier today, actually, but I hate Discord.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like I use it
torn.
I use it begrudgingly for FF14 stuff.
Of course.
That's the other thing is I'm on a Discord for our free company in FF14 with the aforementioned Andrew and our buddy Aaron and some other folks who play FF14. And that's fine. That helps us coordinate stuff. I mean, it's mostly, usually someone posts in there once a week and is like, hey, I'm playing Animal Crossing. And I'm not. So, I wish I was. But, and then I'm on another Discord called The Balance, which is like the big FF14 one. And, oh man, I made the mistake the other day of asking for help.
Oh, no.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't, like, even if you go before a group of super nerds, like, super humble and ask for assistance,
Well,
I still got help, but just in the most condescending way possible.
you probably just had the bad luck of the draw in terms of people who were awake at the time, and it turns out to be the bit jerkier ones.
Yeah, it makes me not want to. I still want to play game, but it makes me not want to do end game stuff because I was asking what.
Well, oh, sorry,
Raymond. No, you know what?
Hey, I'm talking still, buddy. Okay, so let me get my words out.
Feel great now.
We're gonna have a great time doing this as long as you let me fucking talk.
Hey, Tony's Italian Restaurant.
Why is that so loud? I'm sure it's balanced fine, but in my headphones, it's like, oh man, I'm in the Jimmy Pardo dimension. All right. Well, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Well, I did my job. Now I can talk. No, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I feel like we do have a certain. I'm not. Okay, boy. Oh boy. First of all, let me re-straighten my tongue.
We do have a Sorkin.
Sorkin.
Oh,
I'm not.
Wait, what? Hang on. What's a good Aaron Sorkin line that you would see in FF14?
I don't know. If anything, FF7 Remake is more Sorkin-y than that. Just relatively speaking. Anyway, I was going to say, I'm not trying to say what do you expect in this, but I'm saying I think that you and I both have some experience with online RPGs and fans of such that obviously there are going to be a bit more highfalutin egomaniacs you'll encounter, especially who speak English, than not. And we'll definitely just be all, basically Linux nerds, but FF, and just condescend to you from the get-go.
Yeah. I have noticed that a lot of the in-game FF14 stuff is just inscrutable number porn, and I'm trying to. That's why I'm asking folks for help, because I want to understand it. I want to do all these really hard end-game Savage fights, but I can't even start to practice them because I don't understand the nomenclature. I don't understand what people mean when they talk about end-game rotations, and I don't understand what the numbers mean.
And then, of course,
I'm asking that, just the most basic thing, and I get attitude from people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to learn. I don't know how to do thing. I don't know how to play game.
That's why I said, maybe it's just bad luck on.
I think
there
are nice FF14 players.
Yes, and nicer Discords, I would say, for different subjects.
Yeah,
and,
probably. But yeah, the balance. It just seems like the problem with it is the problem with Scotland is that it's full of Scots. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing.
So, are we going to invade? Is that what you're saying?
No, not now. Not with coronavirus. The thing is, and I mentioned that I mentioned this on my award-winning YouTube series 14 and 14 awards pending. And I think I might have mentioned this on this show, but one of the reasons I think FF14 the community has kind of gotten worse is because the game has gotten so good.
Okay.
If you remember, over the summer there was there was a huge marketing push for Shadowbringers. And it turns out, guess what? It's also a really, really good expansion. And like I saw billboards walking down the street in America for Shadowbringers. Like, oh, that's weird. And
wow, we finally made it.
Final
Fantasy is popular now.
Oh no, it's a great expansion, and the content is really fun. And because it's good, it's attracted people, and they're not all great people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And, like anything popular, you're going to get your share of dickheads in there. And they sure make themselves known.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Whereas pre-Shadowbringers, I would still run into the occasional asshole every now and then. But by and large, everyone was pretty chill.
Yeah, just a bunch of freaks.
Yeah. The most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound.
All right. Well, that's high praise.
Thank you.
Michael Bay, Des.
Well, that's I'm playing that. I'm doing 14 of 14. It's really fun. Give it a watch or a listen.
All right. And where can we find that? YouTube/user/
YouTube.com/EXQBH
capital H.
Ray. Hooded Patooey. All one word.
Oh, you got a nice username. Okay.
I did. I was. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I'm finally getting into doing story stuff with voices, which is
story time.
It's story time. CBS Storybook. Come on board.
Oh God.
Yeah, remember that Saturday mornings when like you were like this rules. I'm watching Ninja Turtles. I'm watching Bobby's World. Wow, I wonder what's next. And it's fucking CBS Story.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Get off my television.
I mean, well, Saturday mornings always had that signal that it's time to turn off the TV and go to the mall or something.
Or time to play Mario 3 instead.
Right, yeah, and so that was one of them. Just like I'm pretty sure I've never seen any episode of that CBS Storybook.
It's always like it was a weird because it opened with a cartoony intro, and it was that bait and switch, kind of like I Dream of Jeannie when you were a kid, because it has a cartoon opening.
Okay, well, I never thought that, but okay.
I did, and then the show starts, and you're like, Reelos? I don't want to watch this.
What is that?
That's my word for actual people, I guess, instead of cartoons. I don't want to watch fucking Reelos, unless it gets smart, because that show rules.
I also never watched Saved by the Bell because I felt the same way about that. That was like, oh, live action. I'm done. Thank you.
Oh,
Saturday's done now.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I never watched it, really.
You didn't miss much.
Oh, I know. I'm aware of that. So I guess I'm saying I'm proud of myself for never bothering to.
I'm really proud of you for being proud of yourself.
Thank you. That's what counts. That's what it's all about here, and that's what we do. We encourage each other.
Awesome.
You.
That's very Mr. Burnsy of you. Anyway, Final Fantasy XIV, play it with me. Let's have fun adventures in Eorzea together.
All right.
I was saying 14 and 14, I'm finally getting into story stuff and doing voices a la 10 and 10. which is what I used to do for that show, which was really fun. And they don't really, it doesn't really kick in until like episode 40, but that's something to look forward to. Yeah.
It gets good after 40 hours.
No, it's not what I'm saying. I have up through, I think, episode 50 scheduled and ready to go. I think as of today, all that's come out is like 27, 28.
Boy,
But
speaking of
it's-
old cartoons, you're like an old cartoon that's just like produced all of its episodes and then just dumps it on syndication.
Yes, I'm like a fucking game show where I record like a month's worth of episodes in a week. And then
Right.
I go to the fucking Bahamas. Let's go, Ray. Get on
All
the
right.
jet with
well,
me.
I think my example was more fun, but all right.
Come with me to the beach.
Beach is closed.
Have you made your decision for Christ?
I don't like that.
It's closed.
All right. Or are you playing video game?
Sort of, yeah. You want to talk about it? You
Let me
wanna
guess.
talk about
Hang on. I'm going to guess. Give me at least 10 guesses. Number 1, Brain Age.
No, next.
Okay, Mappy Land.
Ooh, I should, but no.
Pit Fighter.
No.
Pole Position.
Okay, no.
All right. Final Fantasy IV: The After Years.
No.
All right. 1080 Degrees of Snowboarding.
That's the official title, yes.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's the title in the Library of Congress.
Good. Hang on. I got four more guesses here.
No, I don't, but the N64 is hooked up.
Good. Okay. It's an N64 game?
No.
Oh, shit. Well, thanks for misleading me.
You're welcome.
Tomba.
No.
Top Shop.
No.
The Yoshinoya game on PS2.
No.
Crap, I got
I don't
one
think
more
I
guess.
ever actually played that. I only wrote about it and took a funny picture about it.
Oh. One more guess. Hang on.
Is it? Okay, I thought we were past 10 already.
No. Battletoads and Double Dragon, the Ultimate Team Up.
Ooh, so close, but no.
All right. I give up. What are you playing?
I was playing... I did the very smart thing of installing a bunch of PC games on my work computer
Cool.
here in the main office because I was feeling like...
Here in the main office. Look at this piece of shit.
Look, I'm just spouting words, okay? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, Martha?
It's Alex.
No, because I had my gaming rig on my TV, but it's like there's a lot of games I have on my Steam account that are like not really conducive to like playing on a controller at least, or even my little lapboard keyboard thing, because that's too small. So it's like I'm gonna play a bunch of games on a real desk and a real keyboard and mouse in a window, in between things that I'm doing.
Cool.
So, I've been playing the old version of a game called Resident Evil.
Oh, wow. OG Resident Evil?
No, RE4.
Oh, RE for what?
I was playing Resident Evil for PC, of course.
Okay.
And, yeah, I never finished it. I got, like, at a certain point and just stopped, and that was, like, twice in a row because it was the same on GameCube, and then I got to the same point on Wii and then stopped.
Oh, no.
But I was also like, for so many years, like, well, Wii is the best way to play. Nunchuck and Wii Remote, it's great.
Really?
And I was like, yes, really.
Okay.
But then I was like, well, okay, I'll give the PC version a shot because it was really cheap. I got it for like $5 on a site just recently.
That is cheap.
And I was like, they did improve it. They released an improved version a few years ago for PC with better textures and better like mouse and keyboard controls. So I was like, okay, fine. I recognize that mouse and keyboard is very good for some genres, and so I will give Resident Evil a shot in that sense. And I did, and I'm having fun. And I'm slowly getting back to the last place I gave up, and we'll see if I get past it finally. And I'm just playing on easy and not giving a crap.
That's fine. Good. I want to talk about playing on easy later because that's what I did.
Yeah.
Have we talked about my hang-ups with mouse and keyboard?
No, but I'm sure you have a ton.
I
So
do.
Go right
No,
ahead.
it's just because I started playing games with a controller, and I only used keyboard for like Diablo hotkeys, and even that felt weird to me. I don't know what it is. It's like it feels like if you were to lay a controller flat on a table and use it that way, it feels wrong to me. I don't like it.
Are you saying you can only use one or the other?
What do you mean?
Keyboard or mouse?
No, I can use both. Like Diablo, for example, is where I could use both. But I guess if it's like something 2D, I'm fine, but a 3D game with mouse and keyboard, it baffles me.
Really, even in FPS.
Yeah, especially FPS. How the fuck does that work?
It works great. What are you talking about?
No, it doesn't.
I don't understand.
Raymond, I am old and I refuse to learn.
Okay, yeah, well, I think we'll get into that a little later in the show, too.
All right, good.
As we talk about some other crazy crap you've been experiencing.
What have I been experiencing?
FF7 stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll get into my bad game takes later.
Well, at least you admit they're bad.
Hey.
I'm just joking. So I also got Resident Evil 5 and 6.
Okay.
So it was in a bundle. And so I tried 5 a little bit because I had been playing 5 on PS3 with the PlayStation Move because that had played just like 4 on Wii did. Because it's also basically a nunchuck and Wii remote setup.
Cool.
And that's why I had 5 originally on PS3. But so I play 5, and because it is the original version of 5 when like it first came out. It was on like Xbox and PS3 and PC. And like it has better controls for keyboard and mouse than 4 does, even though 4 was released and improved on PC later, which is kind of a bummer. Basically, to put it as simply as possible, 5 plays the most like an FPS, where you have the freest sort of camera control possible. And movement as well, and sidestepping and stuff. RE4 is not like that. It's still stuck in the traditional tank control-ish things, and you can kind of move the camera around, but not a lot, so they did not really hack it up to make it more like a real free camera sort of setup.
Yeah, well, that's why I feel that the RE2 and 3 remakes kind of perfected that system.
Right, yeah. So it's fine. I will just have to adjust, I guess. I must be. I'm still enjoying it and still like wanting to play it, so it can't be that bad. And I haven't installed 6 yet because we all know what we think about 6, I guess. So
it's a game.
Yep. We'll just put that on the pile and just leave it there for a second. So yeah, that was it. Among some other games I was trying again. So my thing is also like I really enjoy when they add point and click to like Final Fantasy 9, because the PC version of 9 is really good. Final Fantasy 9. They based it on the mobile version, but it is like fully point and click. It's like it just plays like an old LucasArts adventure game. You just point somewhere and click, and like Vivi or whoever will just walk to that spot, and then you can just do everything else with the mouse, basically.
Sam and Max HP.
Yeah. Sam and Max save the crystal.
Let's go do that.
So they kind of did it also with Final Fantasy 3, which is the remake version. But it's sort of based also on the touch control. Like it's not point and click, but you click on the screen and then the fake analog stick overlay appears and you just sort of move the character around with the fake analog stick like you would on your phone. It's passable. I don't love it as much as what they did with 9, so it's fine enough. Same with Chrono Trigger. That's smooth enough for me. I just wish they would do the same thing with 7 and 8 on PC, but they didn't. So if you ask me, 9's a very good version, even though it's maybe not the best of that PS1 era, but it's a very good PC version. So I've been trying to play that as well.
9 is fine. I have it on.
And then there's a bunch of strategy and sim games I don't play on the TV.
Wow.
Like A-Train.
Okay, take it.
All right, now you can play the dial tone.
Postal code 4. Nope, that's not it. I just reorganized all my drops, so everything's caca cuckoo. All right, fun games.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Actually, no, my new technique for trying to get out of long conversations I don't want to be in is to just play the Song of Time. Which it turns out is also really long.
Yeah, how about this?
Anyway. Well, fun. I'm glad you're enjoying games, though.
Yeah, Resident Evil. Remember I used to hate it?
Yes! How could you hate Resident Evil?
It was the Come on, you don't know?
It's got the cutest character in games, Rebecca Chambers.
Well, that's highly debatable, but I
No,
understand where you're
it's
coming
fact. It's fact. Check the wiki.
from. Highly debatable.
No.
Highly. No, I just didn't like. I never liked the whole survival aspect. It was annoying. It gets annoying to have to fight the zombies.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get more into this when I talk about RE2. But
That's
the thing
about
I
it,
hate most
yeah.
about the series is ammo management.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I understand it's the point. I mean, obviously, I still like 4 at least, and I started liking it with a 0.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Zero's one of the weaker ones. Even though it stars the cutest character.
Well, I'm not saying it's my favorite. I'm just saying that's when it started to click for me. I suppose in a gameplay sense, let's say. Again,
I suppose.
I know it's not the best, but whatever.
I don't remember if it was RE4 or if I'm misremembering this, but I think my buddy Tom mentioned this. Even if it's not true, it still cracks us up.
All right.
There's so that RE4 has that shooting minigame where you can get like bottle caps with all the characters on them. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah. So and then when you look at them, you can press a button and they say a famous line. Like I don't know, Jill's is like her one-liner from the end of RE1, whatever the fuck that is.
No, I've never seen that.
Okay, yeah. You win these little mini figurines of characters, and you press a button, and they'll say a famous line. They say, and the one for Rebecca is just "I'm Rebecca," which is pretty great. And I don't know if I or Tom is misremembering that, but I want it to be true so bad.
Okay. Well, you could just look up a video, maybe.
I could. Yeah. All right, I'll do that for next episode.
Cutest character, huh?
Oh, she's adorable.
Doesn't sound like it.
Oh, she's a cutie patootie.
Well, I guess we'll have some more patooties to talk about later.
Hooded patooties?
No,
Yes, we are.
patooties.
Oh, sorry.
World's first known poisonous bird, the pitohi.
That's right.
Patootie.
Pitohi.
That's it.
The cartoon from Japan, I guess they're called anime.
Plot flags.
I feel like that's one of those drops that you click without knowing what it is.
No, it's very clearly labeled in all caps. Plot
all right.
flags.
Just checking. Oh, and then of course, I'm still getting some progress in Yakuza 4.
Fun.
Just made it out of part 1 of that game.
Wow.
Because you play as 4 different people. So,
4 different Yakuzas.
well, no. The first guy is not a Yakuza.
Do you play as Haruka?
No.
Why?
Not yet.
Judge Alex.
Why? Okay, fine.
I think she's more prominent in 5.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Haruka Matata.
Ugh.
Well, how is the Yakuza 4?
Much better than 3. I'll tell you
Oh,
that
yeah,
much.
I've heard 3 is kind of not great.
3's pretty weak. Like I said, a different writer and stuff, and there's this kind of annoying character who hangs around Kiryu too much because he's this character is like the Okinawa captain of whatever small time outfit you meet up with. So
Does it take place in Okinawa?
well, part of it, yeah.
Okay, because that sounds like it has a lot of potential. Okinawa's pretty cool.
It's really simple.
Oh,
When these games introduce a new city, it's really just, the same sort of small, tiny map size thing. So basically, the whole place of Okinawa, quote unquote, in this game is the map where it's just the orphanage that Kiryu is at, and then you go and transition to the next screen, which is just all downtown.
okay.
You take the monorail, even though you never see it. You just hear the monorail sound effect when the screen fades out, and then you're downtown or back at the orphanage. So that's Okinawa. What else was I going to say about that? Oh, nothing, I guess. Whatever. Oh, well, the thing is that, it's not that great because also a lot of the early game is you dealing with orphans' bullshit.
What?
Like small children and their bullshit. So it's Kiryu just diffusing a number of different situations.
Okay.
And just being orphan dad. I mean, I guess in a character sense, that's what he's happy doing, so whatever.
Do what you're good at.
And then you do go back to Kamurocho for a little bit, of course.
Okay. Do you bring your orphan army?
No.
Why?
I think Haruka comes along like once, and that's it.
Orphans can skeletonize a cow in 20 seconds.
Look, I know that. Everybody knows that. They
Good.
don't implement it in the game.
Why?
Too bloody. Doesn't not. I guess they couldn't integrate it into the plot.
All right. Well, looking forward to that in Yakuza 8.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. So after that is 5, which is also like split up between different characters. So it's like this is where like 4, 5, and I guess 6. This is where like Yakuza's story actually like freaking matters, and you have to like pay attention and stuff because it gets so long and intricate. So I'm in it now. Can't go back.
You're in it now, up to your necks.
Yeah. 3 is also really short if you don't bother with any of the side stuff. So that's also why people don't like it.
I'll play a Yakuza someday. I've played the first couple hours of Kiwami, and I've mostly just watched Tom play them.
Right. Well, we have you on the hook for 7.
That's right.
All the Dragon Quest references.
It's and
Dragon
it's an
Times.
RPG.
Yeah.
I did watch the 2 Yakuza movies. Did I talk about this?
No, because I guess they're not worth talking about.
Yeah, they're not great.
No.
Actually, one of them's kind of fun because it's wacky. The other one is played super serious.
Oh boy.
One of them is like really. It's like 45 minutes. It was like a made-for-TV thing.
Oh,
right
ew.
when the game came out. Yeah, and it was all right. And then the other one was just banana balls, cuckoo bonkers. The last fight is literally Kiryu drinking one of those energy drinks and hulking out and winning. It's kind of fun if you can watch like a supercut.
Okay, well, 45 minutes does sound like a supercut.
No, that's the other
No,
one. The
yeah.
goofy one I think is like at least 90 minutes.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Is that like the direct-to-video sequel? It's like
No, it's the 45-minute one is. I think honestly, it's like before the game even opens. It's like the backstory for Kiryu and Nishikiyama. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other movie is just the story of Yakuza 1.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I don't know, man. They were on Netflix. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, you watched them on Netflix?
Yes. Internet flicks.
Whew. I would say in the words of your wife, is probably very, very suck and fuck or fucking suck.
Yeah, they were not great.
Yeah.
Okay. That's our Yakuza talk, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to take a quick break? Because I want to talk more about famous video games.
All right, fair enough. Hey, we're in lockdown. We can talk about any video game.
No!
No one to stop us.
I will.
Fans of video games, history, or video game history will definitely want to listen to Retronauts. Each week, Bob Mackey and myself, that's Jeremy Parrish, dive into the stories behind the greatest games of the past and the history behind the hits of today. Check us out every Monday on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray, that's Alex.
Mitchell!
Almost forgot. Keep forgetting sometimes.
What's up?
What is up?
Hi, Raymond video games have come out and we should talk about them.
Okay, what would you like to start talking about?
This came out of nowhere, this game. They decided to remake one of the Final Fantasies, VII.
What the Oh.
I know.
Fucking...
Like, of all the ones to remake, like, all right, okay, I guess,
Yeah,
all right,
right.
you're the
Yeah.
boss.
All right. So let's just launch into it. How about this?
The new version of a game called
Final Fantasy, is it 6?
7. Yeah, I introduced this game jokingly, but hoo boy, yeah, I'm realizing that I did kind of get burnt out on it in high school. I think And I think that's one of the reasons I can't enjoy the remake, but we're going to get into the specifics later.
Later?
Yeah, I
thought
next episode.
Oh.
No. Yeah, I got burnt out on FF7, on the world of FF7 in high school, because when it came out, obviously I went nuts for it like everybody did. And I beat it at least 4 times.
That'll do it.
Yeah, this was back in the day when I would finish a long-ass RPG, and I'd be like, that was fun. Time to start a new file, because I just had nothing else to do.
Oh, okay. Did you just not get new video games that often?
Starting with the PS1 era, that was sort of the shift from me getting games. Like, if I got good grades. Okay, here's Mega Man X. That PS1 era was kind of where I started to get my own disposable income. So my parents were like, fuck it, you buy the games. I'm like, oh, okay.
And what did you spend your disposable income on then, if not games?
RPGs.
Well, if not that. Okay, fine.
What are you asking?
I forget.
Awesome. Yeah, I wasn't loaded. Like, I would buy a game every now and then. Usually a Square game.
Well, you're loaded right now. I'll tell you what, you're being belligerent.
I'm Herbie fully loaded. I played through FF7 so many times, I got sick of it.
Yeah.
And they announced a remake, and I'm like, okay, I could go for a remake maybe. And now I'm finding out I don't care.
Wow.
And it's really, hang on. But like I said, that's only one reason. I feel like if it was a one-for-one remake, maybe I would, but it's just enough of a departure. It's just enough of a departure that I'm not into it. Now, that's not to say I'm not into the game. I'm just not into playing the game.
Right.
Because I'm watching one of my regulars play through the game right now, and I'm having a blast doing that. It's fun watching him play it.
Okay.
And then I try to play the game, and my brain says no.
Let's step back for a second, because it does sound kind of counterintuitive. What you say is that...
Okay, what's your issue here? What's your boggle?
Because it's different, you're less inclined to be interested in it.
Not different. What I mean is substantially different to the point... Well, it's an action game now, first and foremost. I mean, that's the reason I like RPGs is I can take them slow and take my time. And the reason I tend to gravitate towards RPGs and not action games is because I'm not good with like hack and slash and now you got to dodge.
Okay, well, first of all,
what?
And I'm not trying to get you to like it or anything. I'm just asking. I want to ask: did you try the classic mode where you can?
Yes, that's one of the things I was going to rage about because what a fucking bait and switch.
Well, I know it's not perfect.
There's nothing classic about it. That's not how ATB works. Like ATB is a gauge fills up and then the menu pops up and you choose a thing.
And for the audience, please, what does ATB stand for?
Active Time Battle, where typically a gauge fills up, and I think this started in FF4, right? Your gauge fills up, your menu pops up, and you choose a command for your character to do. But Active Time Battle, what?
Well,
right?
I got my answer.
Well,
so yes, you tried it. No, you still didn't like it. So
yeah, that's the thing is, I tried the demo. First, I tried the demo on normal, and I did not like it because it's action-based combat like 15. That's not for me because I really didn't like 15 that much. And then I noticed classic mode. I said, "Oh, classic mode. Let's try that." And again, I want to point out this is still on me. It's my fault because I went into the full game after having played the demo. I knew that classic was a crock of shit, and I still plunked down $60 anyway. So that's my fault.
Right. Okay.
But the thing about classic mode that I don't like is that, like, ATB is supposed to be you wait, a bar fills up, your menu pops up, and you choose a command. Not hit the enemy until your bar fills up. That's not, like, how is that active time battle? That's you building a gauge. That's not time passing and filling the gauge.
Tell you what, it's a lot like Yakuza.
Yes. And when I started classic mode, I quickly realized, it's also just dumb for me to do this because when I play the game, I'm instinctively mashing attack and holding block anyway. So what the hell's the point of classic mode? Because classic mode, what?
You're still a gamer at heart.
I guess. Because classic mode's like, yeah, we'll attack and defend for you, but I'm like, well, okay, but you're not, so I'm just going to keep hammering attack. Maybe I just don't understand it.
Maybe not.
But it's my fault for buying the game after having not enjoyed the demo. I think I was succumbing to a bout of FOMO.
Yeah, FOMO's tough.
Right?
But I feel like, based on everything else that you said or intimated about it, it's like, I feel like this is probably the end for you, isn't it? Like,
for what?
You're probably not going to play another new video game after this.
That's how. Wait a minute. How do you infer that from me not liking one game?
It's just based on, well, first that, and just the general sort of like, you're not into them. You don't follow a lot of them anymore.
That's true. Yeah, but that's been true for what, 14 years?
Yes, it has been.
Yeah. And
here was the game that comes along that I think a lot of people sort of were waiting for and waited to happen. And
so was I.
And much like you, were just like, yeah, this is probably what I will definitely spend all my available time with this, just like I did with the original. And then don't. And then also, I'm not fully serious. I am joking a bit and mocking your usual sort of complaints about games that you have had, even on this show, where it was just like, I won't play Final Fantasy 14 because realistic graphics give me anxiety or whatever you said. So I feel like this is a natural evolution where you're just going to probably play a lot less games, with few exceptions, such as having to play them for your bar patrons or buy them for your patrons or something like that.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing is I bought the game half from FOMO and half just so people can play at the bar.
I guess my second part of this mocking session, thank you for indulging me, by the way.
Anytime.
Would just be like, I mean, are you going to go through this when they release a sequel to this?
I will begrudgingly buy it for the bar, but I will not play it. I have to. I can't not have this game. I don't want to play it, but people want to play it because it is a popular game. You understand this, certainly.
I understand it.
Okay, good. I feel like I don't feel betrayed. I don't know. I hate when nerds say they feel betrayed by a fucking video game company. I feel disappointed because it's such a substantial difference from the original. And we knew this. We've known this for years when they said it was going to be action based. I just didn't know to what degree it would be action based. Turns out a lot. And it turns out classic mode does nothing to alleviate any of that. And I don't like... I almost beat the first boss of Bloodborne. That's how good I am at action games.
Yeah, well, it's a completely different beast.
It is, but a blood-starved beast. It is, but it's also... It's just not a genre that I want to spend an afternoon to get good at. I don't mind grinding things like FF14 or I don't know, offline RPGs, but I don't know, practicing action games does not interest me. Unless the system is so intuitive and fun right out of the gate that I want to learn it, but that's pretty rare.
Yeah, I mean, I will agree that they kind of did go a bit too technical with that action system.
Yeah.
But, I mean, God, I don't know how to... I wouldn't know how to design it myself, really, because like when you already have the weight of the world on your shoulders, like, oh, we're remaking FF7. How the fuck? What? And
you know what?
Second guessing yourself at every possible step of the way.
Here's what I would love, and I know they're trying to keep up with modern games. I know they're trying to kind of stay up to the standard they've set with more recent Final Fantasies. Here's a crazy fucking idea, and hear me out. How about just have like random encounters and just have it be a turn-based RPG? What the fuck is wrong with that?
It's not happening anymore, man.
I know.
They're just not going to do it anymore.
They've relegated that to series like Bravely Default, which is fine because that's still fun. But
yeah, and the competition like Tales of games and such.
Right.
Like
Dragon Quest still does. Oh, kind of.
Oh yeah, I mean exactly. That's the other
monsters
thing. Monsters
on the world map, but yeah,
like they have Dragon Quest. So
there's, like
whatever.
The reason, I mean, growing up, if you were, and I know you were like me, you were on message
I was just
boards.
Like you, yeah.
You were on message boards filled with nerds who were trying to define what an RPG is, and there's that one guy who's like, Well, technically, I think that Symphony of the Night is an RPG because it has numbers, and that's how I define an RPG. It has numbers.
Yeah.
And you'd have, people defining what a genre is. And for me, the definition of role-playing game was always, it's got combat, instance combat, maybe turn-based, but never action. Like something like Secret of Mana, I would call action RPG. A 2D action RPG I love, like Secret of Mana. Like Urkel. But 3D action is such a turnoff for me that it doesn't even register as something I might want to do. Is 2D action I can stomach, 3D action, no, I don't have to worry about spatial shit. I'm playing this game because numbers and swords.
Right.
Not because I want to have to dodge. Like, the fact that you fucking magic can miss in the FF7 remake, fuck off.
Oh, I never had that happen.
Who am I? Yeah, like an enemy can sidestep behind a lamppost or just, thin air and your spell will miss.
Oh, that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the thing. And this also goes to the next point that I wanted to bring up, which is that I found it really fascinating how, so many people, at least from my observation, really struggled just playing it. And these are not people who are unfamiliar with video games of a recent vintage, These are people who are up on things, you would think, and just seem to struggle and then, complain about things that are just you just got to spend a little bit of time to learn it. And I'm not talking about you, and I'm not talking about Chris Kohler, who got a shitload of shit.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Because I agree 100% with his tweet. The game wants you to do a million things, but you can't. Or it's not clear about how to do them. It's just make sure to do X, Y, and Z.
And the other thing is that as time goes on, I do feel like maybe I am sort of a savant about certain things, especially controls and stuff, because to me, a lot of stuff is intuitive. And if it's not intuitive, I can adapt pretty easily and quickly, in my opinion. I think, on average.
I cannot. And I think that's just a basic difference between us as people who play games.
I'm also not even talking about you and me specifically, just me versus the world.
No, on the NES.
Yeah, right? Oh boy, Acclaim. Go fuck yourself. But, that's the thing too, is that it's just a lot of people who you would expect to be gamers who have been in on this for quite a while, as much as either of us have been, and still just sort of complaining about the action stuff. And it's you've been playing stuff like this for a while, in my opinion. Even Red Dead Redemption 2 or whatever, similar 3D games that people play and buy a lot of,
yes,
and play for a long time. And then for some reason, just because it's FF7 Remake, I guess, people are just but what? No, this sucks. This upsets me too much. I don't know exactly what my point is. I just found it fascinating. I'm are people maybe people are just so excited to have finally played FF7 Remake that they're just rushing into it too much and just oh boy, now I can be Cloud. Let's go. What? Oh God, I can miss? What? The sword goes clang sometimes?
Yeah,
that's not
sword
good.
Clangs.
It's just strange.
Okay, I want to touch on 2 points here. And one, I think, it's FF7 is a huge name to have to live up to, and I think you're going to have people who are disappointed regardless of how good the game is.
Yes.
And I want to specify that's not me. I mean, I still plunked down $60, really hoping I was going to enjoy this, really looking forward to it because I liked what the demo put forward. I just I guess I just selectively forgot what the combat was, but I really liked everything else about the demo.
Yes.
And
that's the thing. Yeah, that was the thing I just said was maybe you were just too excited.
Yeah. And second, I'm not angry at this game. I'm just very disappointed because I still think, with one exception that I'm going to get to soon, I think it's a very good game. And I really enjoy watching, I have a regular who comes in, and I really enjoy watching him play through it. It's got a lot of cool things that I like. The voice acting is super good. They've rewritten the characters to be interesting. They've relocalized the game. Avalanche, the members are actually interesting and funny, and I want to hang out with them now.
Want to have a beer with them?
Yes. No. Yeah, I'd vote for pigs.
Yes. Vote pigs.
And there's
That's their episode
goofy
title.
there's goofy shit that I fucking love, like when you fight
Yes.
Rude,
So,
and
yeah.
he gets punched in the face, and his sunglasses crack, and he takes them off, and he pulls out a fresh pair of sunglasses and puts them on. I love that shit. Mm-hmm. Like a luchador wearing a second mask underneath after you unmask him. That's my favorite shit of all time.
Yeah. So I was I'm sorry if you did you reach your point
No,
yet?
this is why I think my disappointment is magnified because there are so many good things about the game. You know what? I could put up with the combat system if not for my next point, which I'll get to right after you. And now this.
I was just going to build on what you were saying. Is that I like it, and it is a very watchable game. It is basically Final Fantasy VII, the movie. Like,
yes.
Of all the gloss and polish that they put on all of that, like, it is basically just a movie version of the original game. When you really think about it, in terms, just like I said, all that polish and the acting and all that, like,
yeah. When you think about it, it's really an Advent Children prequel.
yeah.
I hope you came here for bad FF7 takes, everybody.
Well, I don't have a bad take because I loved it unequivocally. No,
you can still have it. Okay.
I'm just kidding. Actually, just ironically, I did end up watching it most of the time because it was kind of a momentous thing for both my wife and I, and I just, she wanted to play it mostly, and so I just let her do that. So for the most part, I have watched it, although I did finish playing it. For some reason, I ended up playing the last couple chapters.
You know what? All right, before I get to my biggest complaint, I want to say all the positive things that I can about the game because it is a beautiful game. It looks great. It sounds great. I like most of the music remixes. I like all the chill tracks you get on the jukebox. Those are cool.
The best Square Enix composers were involved with the music. So the best two guys.
Yeah,
secret best two guys they got.
Amos and Andy.
No, Hamauzu and Suzuki.
Okay. I think Mizuta is one of their top guys now, but we'll just agree to hug it out later.
Why did you Mizuta off a cliff? I don't know, whatever.
All right, here I go. Wait. Well, okay. What was I going to say? I like sometimes a remix of a track is super good, and I'm like, this rules, this sounds like the track, but they've added stuff. But sometimes it just sounds like you just put, like, I tweeted about this the other day, but like they changed some tracks so that they took out some of the instrumentation that made them interesting in the first place and just replaced them with more strings.
Well, like what?
Whatever the boss music that plays when you fight Airbuster. Because I was watching my friend play the game. Airbuster comes on screen, and they've made a big deal about Airbuster. You got to disable parts of his thing.
Basically, the entire chapter revolves around getting hyped up for Airbuster.
And you start the battle, and it starts like the first chords that you hear are just mega, like a brick wall to the face of and it's great, and you're fucking pumped and excited. Mm-hmm. And then they get to the fucking badass cocaine-fueled organ solo that comes in the middle, and it's just strings now. Like, that's not fun. The original song ruled because it was an organ solo. I don't like it. I mean,
you said
I
this
like
was
it.
the positive part.
Shut up!
I think you went off the rails here.
I did. I'm always going off rails. God damn it.
Hopefully not the white powder kind.
No, that's, we'll leave that to Uematsu. I can't imagine him doing that. Because he was really into prog rock, and that's why we have organ solos, right?
Well, so's Jeremy Parish, and he drinks gin, so whatever.
That's true.
Well, listen, I said something positive, and then you said something negative. I'll say something negative.
All right, fine.
I don't think it looks that great because it has a bunch of graphics problems.
Oh, really?
Where textures just don't seem to load fully for like entire environments. And it's like, well,
I did not notice that.
Someone didn't catch that in post. So maybe they'll patch it, or maybe we have to wait for the PS5 version, I guess. Or whatever, or PC at least.
Oh yeah,
the PC version.
Is part 2 going to be on PS5?
Sure, why not?
All right,
it's going to be fucking 4 years at least, so why not?
Yeah, that's true.
Hi, Larry. I love you.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I'm trying to say something positive, and all I'm coming up with is negativity, and I don't want to be negative. I don't want to just hound on this thing, but I also do because I don't like it. It's okay. Let's get all my positivity out of the way. Looks great, less filling. Have fun watching my friend play it. Voices are great. Story additions are great. Enemies look fantastic. I guess everything is superficial, all of my praise.
That's fine.
And that's, yeah. All right.
Like I said, it is very watchable. So I would
yes,
think
it is.
if someone is like... I'm sure there are people who are like, I haven't played games in 20 years since the last time FF7 came out. Should I even play this?
This is a little overwhelming if that's the case.
No, you might as well just watch it.
You know what I don't like is, and I don't think any game has really perfected this, so I'm not ragging on FF7 in general, just games that insist on doing this. Mm-hmm. When characters are talking to you and their models are flapping their mouths talking to you, in FF7, most NPCs look like Muppets. Mm-hmm. Their mouths are just going nuts. What is happening with your mouth? And I know that's not FF7's fault. I know that that's just how video games look. But I was playing the Resident Evil 3 remake 2 and 3, and I think FF7 does this. But for proper cutscenes, they have a different model that they use that actually matches up with what the characters are saying, which is great. That looks fantastic.
Right. Same in FF.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I said all these games. But when you have smaller NPCs or incidental characters, well, we don't have the resources, the manpower, or the time to make a full, beautiful model of this person talking, so you just get mouth, 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 mouth. Mm-hmm. And the reason I never noticed this in Resident Evil, and I noticed it a lot in FF7, is because most of the time in Resident Evil, you're looking at your character's back, or you're not even looking at who you're talking to. And in FF7, fucking Wiener Q Science Fair Chadley is front and center, right in your grill, flapping his gums at you, and you can see, oh god, you're not even trying to sync that up.
Man, the train is
how does the train feel? Oh my god! Oh, I think Cloud's here.
I think it's. I think they heard you talking shit.
Oh, I think it's time. Oh no, the bombing mission is my house. Oh no! No! Oh, where's my guard scorpion?
Beep 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 beep. Yeah. So what they do is they use basically a program to flap the lips when they can't have a scene that is like properly professionally moved. Animated.
Right, and again, that's not a complaint about FF7. It's just an observation about games these days.
No, it is interesting because you're right in that. Yeah, in Resident Evil, you're seeing the back of a character, but in FF, they're putting everybody in front of the camera.
Yeah.
To enhance the characters or something, like, oh, yes, this is actually the person you're talking to, and then we'll cut to Cloud who talks.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, yeah, that's another thing, is it did really bug me watching my friend play the game, how you'll have a cutscene between Cloud and Tifa, and let's say they've each got 25 or 30 different lines of dialogue. The camera switches between them after every line.
Yeah.
There's no reason to do that.
No, it's not, but it's automated, so.
Why? Yeah, okay, well then don't automate that shit. Just don't do it.
Well, it's a big game, and a lot of things were automated.
That's exactly. It's a big fucking game. How about some attention to detail?
Including what I know is your biggest complaint about enjoying the game.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
The sound mixing.
What's the deal with the surround sound mixing?
Okay.
What?
No, establish your point first, and then I'll have some commentary.
Right. So, here we go. When you walk through the world of FF7, Midgar, look how beautiful it is. Look how many NPCs there are. NPCs will talk to you automatically. And I don't know what the deal is. I've fiddled with every setting on my TV. But the way that my TV just is that the camera is also where audio sources are heard. So if someone is speaking close to the camera as opposed to close to Cloud, I hear it super loud. And guess where the fuck NPCs are when Tifa's trying to tell me about how to play game? So Tifa's holding my hand, walking me through the slums, talking to me at a whisper, and all I hear is NPCs yelling in my fucking brain, wow, that guy's a big sword! Well, you think Shinra's bad? Hey, Mako's great, huh? Shut up! Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to listen to Punch Girl's telling me about Slumland, and I can't because you won't shut the fuck up! I have rage quit the game at least 3 times because of this.
Yeah.
And every time I go back, I'm like, this is it. And I've tried turning off the sound, the voices, but guess what? That also turns off the main cast. Can I just turn off NPC voices, please? Like, I really want to, like, I can put up with the battle system. I'm fine. I will get used to it if it means I can see this story unfold. But with these fucking NPCs in my brain, like goddamn Cerebro, you know, I'm listening to every NPC in the world at the same time, and it drives me nuts. It's an X-Man.
Oh.
No, it's Professor X's magic helmet that lets him hear everybody on the planet. And that's what.
I thought Magneto had the helmet.
No, well, he's got a different helmet.
Oh, different helmet. Okay.
It's called Magrebro. It's called Max Rebo. And Ray, please tell me what I'm doing wrong and how to fix this.
Well, I have good news and bad news.
Okay, hit me. Hit me, baby, one more time. Hit me with your best shot.
Well, first of all, what I want to say is that's probably is the main reason you don't like it. Like, maybe if they fix this, you'll like the game.
I feel like I summarized that pretty well. Like, I don't like the battle system. I can put up with the battle system. I cannot put up with this.
But yeah, anyway, I'm hoping that's one of the things they patch.
Oh no! So it is just like a problem that you can't get rid of.
Basically, I think you might have a twofold problem of both the game internally and then also your TV.
Yeah,
we have similar Sony TVs now, right?
I think so.
Mine also has like a weird problem. It does like a fake surround thing that I cannot seem to disable properly to any end, and just like will really boom out certain voices or whatever parts of a game, and it's just like that. I have you turned down to 5, and you're up at like a 10 already. I don't get it.
Yeah, I noticed this problem originally. Well, because I bought this TV from my buddy Jeremy, who I think you met at my wedding, right?
The foreigner man?
Yeah, the foreigner. Yes, the English bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought his TV off him because he bought a new one, and I took it home and I was playing FF14 on it. And the very first thing I noticed was audio sources that were close to the camera were deafeningly loud. Yeah. Like I went into first person and I summoned a mount, and it was when a mount shows up, they give a little
FF14.
Yeah, they give a little.
To be clear,
when you summon a mount, they give a little roar or a squeak or a noise. And like I'm listening to quiet game audio, and I summon my mount, and it's the behemoth, and I just hear this deafening roar coming out of my speakers. I'm like, what the fuck? And I had to check my TV volume. Like, what the fuck was that about? And I texted Jeremy, like, what's up, dude? Okay, how do I turn this off on the TV? It sounds like audio sources that are super close to the camera are just deafeningly loud. And he's like, oh, I never noticed that.
No, I mean, yeah.
So I go into all the audio settings. I fiddle with everything. I turn off everything. I do everything I can. I check surround sound settings. Nothing that I do alleviates this. And I was like, all right, I can put up with it. I will summon my mounts outside of first person now. And I thought everything was cool. And then I play FF7, and now my world is collapsing.
Yeah, so it's half TV, I think, half game, because we were playing it on our other TV, which is not a Sony, not a Sony, just a Vizio thing. But the actual game mixing problem did come out with the NPCs, so it's also their fault.
Yeah. Maybe, because I forget what kind of TV I have at the bar. Maybe I could just play it at the bar. Maybe that would be better.
Yeah, play it on that little 9-inch you got there.
No, that's too small.
Once again, I will bring up how I played through all of Metal Gear Solid 4 in composite. On a 20-inch LCD TV.
Why?
I had to write the strategy guide, and it was the only way to capture the footage was to put it through an old, creaky, composite-only capture box.
Kojima is spinning in his grave.
Yeah, well, he'll be okay.
I hope so.
They'll just send it back to the ether or whatever.
All right.
Find the baby in the ether.
Do I have anything else to say about FF7? I really want to enjoy it. I paid $60 for it. I told myself I could put up with the battle system, and I think I can. I cannot put up with this audio issue. You know what? I hope they patch it. And I don't know what the deal is, because, again, like you said, I have a Sony TV. I'm playing this on a Sony PlayStation. Maybe can't these things like play nice together?
Not in the ways you'd expect.
Oh, great.
But yeah, I had the same problem. Still kind of do. I do experience it in Yakuza a lot because, you are running through city crowds a lot. And so you do get that same sort of thing where chatter is like supposed to be behind you, but instead it's like way up front in the speakers of the TV.
Yeah, like
it's a really weird thing that they do. And I've done the same thing, try to turn everything off or try different presets. It doesn't really work.
Maybe I just have a fundamental misunderstanding of game design, but if you're going to implement a system like that, shouldn't the first thing you have is an option to set audio sources to be heard by character rather than camera? Shouldn't that be first and because not everybody wants to play that way. I sure as fuck don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to hear what Cloud and Tifa are saying. I don't want to hear what Slum Drunk is shouting at me.
Yeah. It's funny because in Unity, for example, because I work in Unity, you create a camera in a scene and it immediately attaches an audio listener. But you can actually put a listener on any other object in the game, including, your player character. But the default thing is to have this listener on, so, it might be a similar problem. Because FF7 is also made in Unreal, and they probably do the same thing. Where it immediately attaches an audio listener to the camera, and people just sort of go with it.
No, that's bad though. It's not good. I hate I don't know. This is the most old man rant I'm probably ever going to have, but I hate the trend of game design where developers create tools to make game development easier, which I understand. Some of these tools have glaring faults, but they're just adopted as industry standard because, that's what the tools are. Like, it's bad though. Like this shit. Like, why?
Well, I'm not saying that either.
Who thought I'm saying that? I'm saying that. Put me to bed. I'm Grandpa. What? Because that's what it feels like to me.
Okay.
All right. Can we take a break? I want to talk about good games. Sorry, FF7, I think, aside from that, objectively is a good game. What I mean is I want to talk about games that I'm enjoying right now.
Oh, I guess, did you, Jesus Christ, Ray, hello, come back to the show, please. About FF7. Who's your waifu?
Oh, Tifa.
Okay.
Well, fine. I mean, Aerith is super cute, but, I mean, I'm not getting too attached.
Yeah.
Man, I regret
that's another thing. Oh shit!
I regretted that Twitter post the second that I posted it because I posted a thing about the bar, and I didn't mean it this way, but it absolutely came across this way. I posted an important message regarding COVID-19 in Aerith Gainsborough. Yes, and I retweeted it on my account. I lost at least 2 or 3 followers because I think people thought I was retweeting like The Onion, but for video games. Oh no, Aerith died from the virus. Like, no, that's not what the joke is.
Okay, you think you lost followers because of that?
I noticed I lost 2 people, and when that happens, I always think, all right, what was the most boneheaded thing I tweeted recently? Oh, it was because of that.
The last 24 hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wouldn't worry about that too much.
All right, yeah, I'm very self-conscious about that dumb shit because I really like Twitter.
I was going to say about Tifa, and specifically about that automated mouth flapping thing, really makes her look really chipmunky.
Okay.
Like it gives her puffed up cheeks, it looks like. Half the time. Only when it's the automated puppet mouth thing. You notice that?
Yes, Muppet Tifa.
Yeah.
I think I've got some chipmunks right here.
I like girls, but now it's about justice.
Yeah, okay.
Well, anyway, Jesse's the best. Let's go ahead and take a break.
Jesse's fine. They're all great. Okay, BRB.
Hey folks, it's Asif Khan, CEO and Editor-in-Chief over at ShackNews.com. Give a listen to our 9 to 5 Elon podcast about Tesla and electric vehicles and all sorts of cool stuff over there on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Folks, we're back. It's No Mas Waperos. I'm Alex. That's Ray.
See.
See? I'm super into Resident Evil 3 and 2, respectively.
Wow. And yet last week you were kind of down on 3.
Yeah, here's the thing. I've really gotten more into RE3 than what I was talking about last episode.
Maybe you're just on a remake kick now.
I think I am. Well, yeah. Hey, I comment on that on 14 to 14 out now. Yeah, just talking about how remakes are the new hotness. 3, I thought it was really short. It kind of is really short. I think it just has a weird pacing problem where it feels shorter than it is because you're going from place to place kind of quickly. Because you spend a lot of time in the opening city area. You spend the most time there than any of the other areas. And then after that, each area is kind of short, so it feels like a shorter game.
That does not reflect the old game.
I haven't played the original game in a very long time, but I seem to remember it was paced out pretty well. I think the thing that threw me off and threw a lot of people off is, like I said last episode, you start with the subway car, whereas in the original, that was like halfway through the game. So it kind of feels like, oh, I guess I'm starting from the halfway point. But not entirely, because they've sort of stretched out other areas, kind of like FF7 did with Midgar. There's more shit in Midgar. I don't care. Midgar is the most boring part of the game. But look how much there is, though. Sorry, I should have done that last segment.
Yeah, Resident Evil now.
I hate Midgar. It's really fun. I like 3 a lot, and it's kind of helped me to overcome my fear of straight up action games because I am not good at them. I used to be very good at the old Resident Evils, but the series changed a lot, starting with 4, which I love, 5, which I like, 6, which is gross, and then 7, which is I don't like the first person aspects of 7. I like everything else about it. I like that.
You don't like new games.
I like that, and that's not what I'm saying. I like the engine. I just don't like the first person aspect of 7.
No, so you should try with the keyboard and mouse.
I am going to destroy your legacy.
Just call me the Patriots.
Okay, have a crappy weekend. Hope your house burns down.
That filter was still on there.
Okay, have a crappy weekend. Hope your house burns down.
Raymond, this is No More Whoppers. It's
Deep Throat.
It's what we do.
Leo!
So yeah, I dove back into 3. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give this another try. FF7 ain't doing it for me, and I've already done my FF14 dailies. Well, here's a game I bought recently. Let's play this, is what I thought.
Good for you.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I just want an easy, no-nonsense zombie killing experience, so I played on easy mode, which they call assisted mode.
Yes.
Which gives you auto-aim or auto-target, and it starts you off with a fucking TMP. I forget what it's called, assault rifle. And that was fun, beat it, easy, no problem. And I'm like, that was really fun. I'm going to try it on normal. So I played it through on normal. I'm like, oh shit, that was also really fun. I'm going to play it on hardcore. And I'm currently halfway through a hardcore playthrough, and it's super fun.
Wow.
I like the
weird.
game. I am weird. And I think it's one of those cases of I am finding enjoyment because I'm learning the game, which is not something I usually like to do. It's one of the reasons I don't like Soulsborne games is yeah, they're really fun if you spend hours and hours grinding to get good and learn boss patterns and how to dodge perfectly all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
And it's fun in Resident Evil because all you have to memorize is where items are and enemy placement. And that's easy. After you've beaten it twice, you're like, oh, okay, well, there's a zombie behind this door. I'm going to go in ready for it.
Okay.
And
yet...
What?
You don't want to learn how to swing Cloud Sword.
No, though. I don't.
And he already has all his items on his body. You just go in the menu and... Sorry.
Yeah, and if one more person points out that you can see the materia that you have slotted in on your character model, I am going to create my own materia out of bricks, and I will swallow them for the purpose of dying.
That's such a great detail.
I don't care, though. Yes, I get it.
Another tweet I saw a lot of was people going down the slide. The kiddie slide.
People are having fun. Hey, man, slides are fun.
Yeah, people are having fun, and that can't happen anymore on our watch. Thank you very much.
You know what? I'm thinking about setting up, finally setting up tiers and stuff and goals for the 14 and 14 Patreon. I think one of them might be just do a playthrough of RE2 and 3 on the PS4 because they're very fun. I've got commentary for days on that shit. I have a lot of fun playing them.
And extremely related to Final Fantasy XIV.
Right, exactly.
When I think Final Fantasy XIV, I think Resident Evil.
What do I think? I think a Nemesis. Well, hang on. I do want to point out FF14 did just introduce umbrellas. God
damn it!
Yeah, I do want an umbrella so bad though. All right, so I really enjoyed RE3. It's crazy fun. They've added some things. They made it a little different. That's fine. I don't mind that. So then I thought, hey, that was fun. I'm going to try RE2 again, because the Resident Evil 2 remake is something I bought, again, for the bar, not for myself, so that people could enjoy it at the bar. And I played the demo, and I'm like, not for me. And after playing RE3, I'm like, oh, maybe it is for me. So I'm playing through the Resident Evil 2 remake, and I'm coming up on the end, I think. I'm on the second William Birkin fight. And
Billy B.
I don't remember if the original was like this, but holy shit, is ammo scarce in RE2. I 3 times so far, I have completely run out of ammo. 0 ammo.
Are you also playing that on assisted?
No, I'm playing this on normal.
Oh.
But there's way less ammo compared to RE3 normal. I don't know what the deal is. I think I'm just bad at game because you know how when you die and on the loading screen sometimes you get tips related to how you died, like a bonehead.
Yeah.
One of the tips I got. Yeah, one of the tips I got was just like, there's not enough ammo to kill everything. Try to dodge enemies. In parentheses, stupid. Is what I read. I'm like, oh
Shoot
yeah,
the
right.
cyber demon until it dies.
Yeah. But like that's my play style for those games is I like to hang back and just snipe everything in the room to clear out the entire room. I don't like to go in guns blazing and just speed through a room. I want to take them very slow. I like playing our Resident Evil as a sort of blood chess, if that makes sense. I like to just stand in the doorway, and there's a lot of ways to cheese that in Resident Evil. Like there's, the lickers in 2 and 3 are, very powerful, and they got
a nice port.
I knew that was coming. they can kill you, but they're too dumb to go through doors, even if the door is open. So you can just open a door and shoot them in the head, and they'll just come up to the door and just be like, oh, I can't. It's a visible barrier. I can't come in there. And you just, plink them down until they're dead. Which is, it's a testament to human ingenuity and just the fact that we are the dominant species.
Like cats in a screen door.
Yes! Such as me punching you.
I don't get it.
Oh, okay. Jerk City.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's hard, but it's fun. I'm stuck right now on Billy B because it's a boss where you hit buttons on a console, and a giant fucking freighter is supposed to swing in and knock him off the edge, and 100% of the time it knocks me off instead. But I ain't mad because it's a hilarious death. It's just it's real funny to watch Leon running around, dodging a monster, hitting a button on a console, walking a few feet to get into position, and then just getting blindsided by a rectangle and dying.
Right. Jeez.
It's real fun. Yeah. I still prefer 3. Lots more ammo, lots more fun. Crazy good one-liners. Jill has some fantastic dialogue. One of the inadvertently funny moments, did you ever play the original RE3?
Not really, no.
So, the entire game, Nemesis is chasing you, and he says stars, his famous line. And at the end of the game, like every Resident Evil, your character has a witty one-liner when they shoot the thing to death for the last time. And in the original PS1 version, Jill's line is, "You want stars? I'll give you stars." And then she shoots Nemesis and he dies. Here, they changed the line to something better. I think they changed it to "Next time, take the fucking hint," which is really good. and the voice actors for Jill is also really strong too, so it works out really well. But they took that "You want stars? I'll give you stars" line, and they moved it to an encounter with Nemesis in the middle of the game, where you start next to Nemesis. You both spawn right next to each other, and you're supposed to run down this hallway and evade him. He throws out a punch as soon as that scene starts, which is almost unblockable. It's very hard to dodge that punch. So the way that dialogue, and that's where she says the dialogue, but the way that it plays out, because of the way the scene is set up, what you hear is, "You want stars? I'll give..." Ow! And I don't think I've laughed harder at a game in recent memory.
All right.
Me and my buddy Tom were losing our shit because it's a good line, and you moved it to a place where it's almost impossible to dodge a punch. It's the same energy as a dancing drunk Homer getting hit with the beer keg. You know what I mean?
Yes,
it's one of the greatest recorded Homer screams of all time. And that's one of my favorite kinds of comic scream is hilarious yelp. Anyway, that's my zombies.
I guess that's one of the good things about FF7 on the flip side is that they don't do any real dialogue during battles. You know, it's just the typical sort of what is now common in Final Fantasy, just quipping and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of that is randomized and repetitive, but, you know, at least they're not saying anything important during the fight where you can get interrupted and or, you know, throw a fire spell at a lamppost by accident. Yeah.
Hey, what's for dinner? Gather around, kids. We're having a roast post.
Maybe it's just, you know, much like the Aerith or Tifa debate, your true love is Resident Evil.
Maybe. I mean, my true love is Rebecca Chambers, but yeah, now it's Rebecca versus Jill because I really like this Jill now. This is a tough, no-nonsense Jill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this time around with FF7, I liked Aerith and Tifa a lot more because they made Aerith super cute. I mean, there's not a lot you can do on the PS1 where everyone's a rectangle anyway.
Yeah, I feel like
Aerith is super cute. She's super sassy. And this Tifa is realistically proportioned now, which is more attractive. She's incredibly toned. She's got abs that could strangle you somehow.
No, not really. But okay.
What? I don't know. That's what I'm seeing.
Incredibly toned. I'm not so sure about
compared to the average RPG punch girl, I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. And you and me, I guess.
Also compared to us, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess Aerith is kind of cute, but was also a bit too squeaky at times.
I don't mind squeaky.
I guess not. You're on the show with me.
Thank you. I mind squeaky when it's like in Japanese if we're doing like super high pitched anime squeak. That's a little much. Mm-hmm. Unless I'm watching a variety show on TV and super high anime squeak voice is dubbing a cat in like a Japan's Funniest Home Videos type thing. That shit's always hilarious.
There have been like squeaky versions of like Mario. Like I remember like really old like Japanese like drama CD type things where you'd have a little bit of skits on a soundtrack CD or something. Like really weird, like female scratchy voice doing Mario. It's that was strange. Yeah.
Mamma mia.
No, not even that. Just like sort of typical shonen hero voice, but as Mario. It's supposed to be Mario. Where were we? What's up?
Video games, you can play them with your hands.
You see any good movies lately?
No.
Okay.
And I swear to God, I don't need any more recommendations. I don't have time to watch anything, and it's not people's fault. It's me because I use my time in weird ways. But every time I meet people are recommending Netflix shows to me. I'm like, just please stop. Please, nobody. Here, can we make a deal?
Well,
can we make a deal? Nobody recommend a Netflix series to me for the rest of my fucking life. Can we do that?
You got to stop hanging out with these normies.
I love normies though.
It doesn't sound like it.
They're a good source of niacin.
All normies do is talk about Netflix.
No, they're my friends, and that's fine. Like that's a normal thing friends talk about. Is, hey, what are you watching? What are you playing? And I'm just angry at myself because I don't have the time that I used to have. Ironically, even though I have lots of time these days, I'm using it all to edit videos and edit podcasts and do that kind of thing. I'm not watching Tiger King. I'm sorry.
Whatever. Yeah,
I have to do 14 to 14. Like,
doesn't matter if you're not interested in it. Don't watch it. Like, I don't understand why people take to these TV shows and stuff so quickly. I just don't know.
I think it's especially, this past few months, people working from home, people have more free time.
It's always like that, though.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but more so now.
Normie world. Just
Normie world. You're the biggest stuck-up bitch.
I'm well, yes, but I'm also not serious.
I also I don't like to binge stuff because I like to binge stuff.
Yeah.
By which I mean, like I'll binge a series of something in a weekend and I'll have a lot of fun doing it, and then like 2 days later I'll be like, oh, that was gross, and I can't remember a thing about it except for like the huge story beats.
Yeah, you got to control that for sure.
Yeah, so that's, you know, I have the kind of personality where if I know I'm going to get hooked on something, I think I'd rather just not start.
Yeah, well.
So there's that. Anyway, Raymond, have you seen the
Alex Fraioli show on
No.
Netflix?
What? No. Where?
Oh, it doesn't end well.
Who's what? I'm played by the Vsauce guy? I mean, I guess. Hey, Vsauce, Fraioli here.
Oh, that was perfect. I didn't even expect that. That was great. Yeah.
They made me go in and record a bunch of my signature catchphrases for him to practice.
Yeah?
Yeah. You want to hear some of them?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, there's a fuck. There's a
Michael Bay des.
There's a
Way to go, kid.
What's up?
Come on. What's the classic one? The one we all want to hear.
Hey, I'm Alex. Yes. There's plot flags. No. I had to bring a small orchestra with me to do that because they don't furnish one.
Oh boy, have you been watching Terrace House?
I love Giuseppe. No, that's a famous line. Here's some other my
guy
other
on
famous.
Terrace House.
Yes, here's my other famous line. Ex-soldier.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, how far are you in watching FF7? Do you know what chapter?
8. I want to say 8.
All right,
8 or 9. I don't know.
Well, the Shinra building is a fun thing.
I've heard that.
I wanted to.
I'm doing an FF7 quiz for the bar. It was supposed to be the day that the remake came out, but had to close.
Uh-huh.
So I'm rescheduling it for in next month or in a couple months.
Right.
And there's a whole round about the number 7 because there's some stuff that I think was deliberate. But I don't want to say it here because people listening might be coming to take the quiz.
Yeah.
But like, there's some stuff that I think is just coincidence. Like in the remake, Aerith shows up in chapter 7. Get it? It's a number that exists. Like, it doesn't have to have a meaning. It's yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. If you're listening to this, you're in the Nagoya area or the Japan area, come on down. I don't know when the quiz is. It's going to be about FF7. I think it's mostly OG FF7. I will post things on my social medias as they become known.
Why don't you just do it remotely?
That's a great thing to not do.
Chapter 7. Sam Bridges is seen climbing hills in silence.
No.
Oh yeah, what do you think about that rumor that Sony apparently got the rights to Silent Hill, and then Kojima Productions is going to go ahead and finish Silent Hills?
I don't know.
Or at least it was that, or just the element that Kojima made good with Konami just to finish Silent Hills. Maybe not the Sony part of the rumor, but
I don't know.
Sounds a bit too far-fetched.
Yeah, I'm not particularly interested. I don't know. I'd have to wait and see more. Wasn't there another part of the rumor that said Sony was thinking about buying the Metal Gear property?
I guess it was that and Silent Hill. I don't know. I don't remember the Metal Gear part.
I would love to have Kojima step in and actually finish MGS5. I don't necessarily need an MGS6, but I would go back and because he was kind of on the outs during the end of development of 5, and you can kind of tell it doesn't have an actual ending.
I think he's done. I think he's done so.
Yeah, but he said that after MGS2.
Yeah, but that was before he was unceremoniously
and MGS3
pushed out of the
Pachinko
company
machine
and had to restart a new company and make a
Metal
brand
Gear
new game.
2 Solid Snake
And a brand new game
and Metal
as well.
Gear 3 The Bobsy Twins
And basically
and Metal Gear 4 Punch Train Unlimited.
I'm just gonna fucking kill you.
And Metal Gear 5 Tape Measure Tales.
You're just dead.
Metal
That's
Gear
all.
6 Revenge of Christ. Metal Gear 7 How Old Is This Salmon? Metal Gear 8 Great Day for a Date. Metal Gear 9 Going to the White House. You coming with? Metal Gear 10 Defense, get on it. Metal Gear 11, no more Whoppers. Metal Gear 12, we got a dozen of them now. Metal Gear Red and Metal Gear Blue. All right. Oh, okay, all right, I heard you. Jesus Christ. Plot flags! You got a friend in me. I've raged, I think, all that I have left. I'm looking to the left of my HUD, and my bile meter is at 0.
Just drink a potion. You'll be.
In closing, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to reinforce. I don't think FF7 Remake is a bad game. I think I wish they had not gone with the term remake. I think maybe reimagining would be better, but that's too long in katakana. There's a lot of things that it does really well, and it's got goofy, funny charm and great voices and great characterization and phenomenal music and stellar graphics, and I don't find it fun.
Well, we'll see what you think when you reach the ending.
Okay.
You also won't like
I've heard the ending kind of throws you for a loop, but I'm looking forward to that. I haven't been spoiled yet.
Maybe we'll do that next episode.
Let's do it!
Tell your friend to get on the ball and finish the thing.
Tell him yourself. His name's Matt.
Okay.
I don't think he listens to this.
No, so many of your friends do not, but then again, neither do mine.
I don't know. I don't find it weird. I don't know. We've been doing this show for 8 years.
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of friends that I've met at and some of them do listen. Hi guys. But yeah, most people just don't give a shit. It's a ditto with 14 and 14. I've now got 20, as of today, I think 27 or 28 published episodes. I've got 50 in the can, ready to go. Nobody watches. It's I guess if you don't play FF14, it's just not fun, and I get that. I know I don't watch streams of people playing games I'm not interested in, but wow, nobody really, nothing. All right, cool.
You know, I put up the issues of Scroll on itch.io, which is mainly for indie games, but they do have a book section. So people put up, books and magazines and stuff that they make, and zines. And I said, okay, I'll just do that for a lark. And sold 0.
Wow.
Literally 0. Even after, people like our fans, for example, were like retweeting me and saying, hey, you should check this out. Still 0.
Well, then you can't get mad at people for trying to spread your message.
Maybe
they already own them.
Whoa, I'm not.
Oh, okay. You're saying despite people spreading the message.
No. I did not say despite.
No, that's what you are saying.
I did not mean that. I didn't mean that.
No, but that's what you do mean, though, is despite people spreading word of this thing, you didn't sell any.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry, yeah.
Words mean things.
Okay, I apologize. You just threw me for a loop.
How about that, bro?
For once, you misinterpreted me and got mad at me, and I had to stop you.
Oh, I gotta look at the script.
He says dough.
All right.
Alex Fraley doesn't say bow.
He says fuck.
So yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat with some things. Now, the ironic thing I think is that people still do buy the magazine, but like through the site and like on PayPal. Like no one ever bought it on Itch yet, and it's been like up there for a month. I'm just like, well, at least I kind of did it for fun to begin with. But yeah, how about that?
It's a fun rag. Everyone should pick it up. I almost have the whole set. I forget which ones I'm missing.
Oh my god. Well, hopefully you're missing the bad ones, and we don't need
I'm missing issue 499 where Bane breaks his back, and then I'm missing issue 500 where he comes back.
Just buy the TPB.
But I do. I have the TPB for Nightfall, but I wanted to get it signed by you if I could. If that's cool.
Uh-huh. And the one with the foil cover.
Yes. Oh, man. Yes. I need you. What's weird is I have you signed my Death and Return of Superman individual issues. But I don't know how you do this. You misspelled your name in one of them. So like, do I send it? Do I send it to you? Is that a thing that you white out, or should I bring it to you?
Isn't it worth more that way?
No, it just looks like a forgery.
Oh.
Yeah. Who the hell is Roy Babenholt?
I still can't tell you how many times I typo my own name as Rat Barnholy.
Rat?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's 2020. I keep writing Rat Barnholt on my checks.
No, not right. I'm talking about typing.
Oh.
Because the keys are next to each other.
You don't type out your checks? Come on, man. It's 2020.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm in the payroll department. God damn it. Anyway, what was my point from before? Oh, yeah, you and your thing. Yeah, maybe you just need to rethink things. Like, maybe it just should be a stream or something.
No, I don't like... No. I'd say
build your brand on a stream.
Here's what's happening. I'm making and uploading a thing that personally makes me laugh. And so that's my scope right now. Is do I find it funny? Good. That's what I'm doing. And and honestly, that's kind of what it's turned into, because at the beginning of it, I was just doing a Realm Reborn content where I was running through dungeons and talking about, places are shut because of the virus, or, whatever else is going on in my life. Mm-hmm. And I think starting from around episode 40, it does turn into 10 and 10 again, where I'm doing voices for all the characters and story stuff is happening. And I'm realizing, oh, wait, that was really fun. I just want to keep doing that again. So that's kind of what it's turned into. And I love doing it, and I'm not going to stop doing it. And it's taken up every day of my life. And why don't you come with me on this journey, Ray?
I don't play it. I don't play the game.
Why, though?
I have a lot of stuff to do.
Well, you got to play FF7?
Yeah, I installed that on PC, too. So I'll play that in a window.
That's not... Oh, the original on PC.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate folks jumping on board the Patreon, because it does help me out. And like I've made this I'm pretty transparent about this, but it's yes, it's for the YouTube series, but really it's kind of for the bar, because I'm going through some shit right now, and I 100% appreciate people supporting the bar that way. If you want to give a couple bucks to the bar in a one-time donation, I think you can PayPal me at alex.fraioli@gmail.com. Or if you want to support dumb YouTube stuff, check out patreon.com/14and14. We're not doing plugs yet, are we?
No, we're not at all.
Right, let's close out the show so I can do my plugs.
Jesus Christ. Okay, fine, whatever. NoMoreWhoppers.tumblr.com is our website. Alex, what do you have to say about our website?
Wow, go to Tumblr. I don't usually do this. Go to Tumblr. Go to our... Fuck!
No, you don't, do you?
No.
Okay, well... For the time being, that's where you can go and give us money. We have a big donate button. You can give us PayPal money. We're on Facebook as No More Whoppers. How about that? Just search for it. I would say also, in these trying times, let's hear some stories about overnerds. Right?
Yeah, let's get nerding.
Send us stories about nerds you've seen or heard or been. That is to be sent to our Gmail account, nomorewhoppers@gmail.com. Let's see, what else? Social media, Twitter. No More Whoppers is the name of that account. Quite ironic, isn't it? No, it's just a coincidence, Ray. Let's see. Alex is also on Twitter as a personal person.
Hi, I'm Patui. That's Pitohui. Follow my bar at Critical Hit Nag. Follow the Overheards account at OOCCHQ. And then go to patreon.com/XIVIN14. That's 14 and 14. You can support my YouTube series, and it's fun. Even if you don't play FF14, you might get a giggle. I try to play game. Hey, guess what? I'm bad at game, as this episode has established. But you might have fun watching me muddle through the world of Eorzea. And starting around episode 40, we're going to be tackling story stuff. And I'm doing voices. Maribel voice absolutely comes back in the form of Tataru. And it's real fun. Yeah, right? I also want to say, I want to back it up a little bit, because I didn't have this handy when you were talking about it. We got a very lovely message from Stephen Gill, who I'm not going to read it because it's very long and it's very heartfelt, but he wrote an email called What No Mo Means to Me. We helped him out of a jam. After his parents were killed by Joe Chill, we swooped in. Wait, we're Batman in that scenario? We can't both be Batman, but we're here to help.
Talk in this episode.
Right? We're here to help. Folks, if you enjoy the show, here's what we want you to do. Keep enjoying it. That's it. Oh, and tell your mom. Tell your friends. Tell your mom's friends.
I'm on Twitter as RDBAAA.
Is that it? Sorry, I had 2 cups of coffee today, which may explain this behavior.
Okay, you can't use that as an excuse every single episode.
But guess what? I do.
Maybe just don't drink the fucking coffee.
No, first of all, it's delicious. Second of all, fuck you! Normally,
Okay.
I just have 1 cup of coffee and it kicks in late. Today, I had 2 cups before we even started, so it's yeah.
Next episode.
Okay, guys, I have 3 cups of coffee. Guys, I'm mainlining coffee into my veins. Guys, I just took 5 caffeine pills.
Nothing else to do during quarantine. I might as well drink another coffee.
Well, may as well evolve into pure energy.
Fucking pathetic.
Hey, coffee is good.
I made a game called Blast Rush, and speaking of PC, it's coming to Steam in early May. You can get that. Finally play it with keyboard and gamepad. What do you say about that, Alex?
I say it's great.
Thank you. Have you? Will this actually spur you to play it for once?
Hey, I did play it. I played it when you were testing it out.
All right, a likely story.
I did I did the motion. I did the mocap for the Pelican King. Right? Remember?
Sorry, I don't know why I thought about Resident Evil.
Remember when you called me in and put balls on me? And then we did the mocap.
Puerto Rico.
Love it. Anyway, that's about it for me. I would say I'm also on a podcast called No More Whoppers, but that's what this is. So yeah.
It is. Thank you for listening.
We sell No More Whoppers shirts as well on our website. You can give us money that way. Have a funny picture of Alex on you.
Yes, and in you at all times.
Well, not in necessarily, unless you wear it inside out.
I didn't mention this explicitly, but the bar is shut until May 6th because I'm pretty sure businesses have to be closed for 3 weeks in order to qualify for the small business stimulus, hereafter small bimulus, and I do that now.
All right, and make sure to check out all the latest funny quotes from Critical Hit at OOC.
Fuck off.
Well, this bit's over.
Fuck, you're over.
The bit was over as soon as Alex got really mad.
Thank you for the dinner and a very pleasant evening.
Well, thank you for being a good sport, Alex.
I'm leaving now. Anytime.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next time. Gold subscriber, stick around till after the show. All 2 SWAT cats ranked. Oh, God. I can't even play Bloodborne. Like, I got it. It was like $8 at one point, so I got it there, and just like, this is what people are into. It's like me and Resident Evil all over again.
I picked it up at Half Price Books, where it was neither. Okay. I want to talk about at least 3 games.
Okay. First I thought you said you want to talk about Italy.
Yeah, I want to talk about Italy.
It's like, oh, classic Alex.
Check it out. Pizza, pasta, SpaghettiOs.
Okay. One of those was a Punch-Out character.
Here's my favorite parts of Italy. Bear hugger.